close order, there's order, and then open. So if this is close order, I've heard the expression "make yourself big," just and then let your arms be equal. Now the manuals all say to let your arms without constraint. So let you like that. Keep your knees closed. If the command was to form at the order by the left, that means the line's going to extend out that way. It almost always will be to the left. The reason being is you will almost always have your musket in your left hand. So you're going to take your right hand. I'm going to put it on my shoulder, your shoulder right here. You're going to do the same to Dave.
Okay.
And you're going to step this way until your hand is extended. So step until your hand is extended, just like that. And
What's that command?
Form at the order.
Okay.
And then drop your hand in the form, just like that. Now, Dave, have you heard that you don't drop your hand until someone says front? Or is it?
It's been a while. That's how we do it in World War II. They do the same thing. They form up like this.
That's why I don't think it happens back in the 18th century. I think that's a later invention.
Silk Express.
Okay.
I don't think there's any manuals on that. Is that just like the extend your order side of the manual?
It's in Howe's Light.
Yeah.
So this is the order. Now at the open order, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put your arm out. So form at the open order by the left. You're going to take another step so that you're 2 arms length away from him. You're using your arm as a measure. So you should have your arm and then another arm, another theoretical arm out there.
So
and then
if he
drop
extended his arm, we'd be...
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the open order. So if you can close it back up just by saying form at the close order, and then you just step it back. Remember, make yourself a little big so you're comfortable. There we go. Okay, let's try that. Form at the order.
Now you push. You can push it down.
Yep.
Don't pull back. Just push it to the right.
Form at the.
I'm sorry. Everything is angled on the right. Push it up to the right. So you just make it bigger. Push. Just push by. Just push
Okay.
until you get your space.
Yep. And that's why you're putting your hand up there. It's not just a measurement. It's to actually force those guys to go. In theory, those guys will start a little before you do, but it doesn't ever work that way. Form at the open order. Form at the close order. Excellent. Okay. Now, facings. When you face, you are spinning on your heels, not your toes. You weren't in the military, right?
Yeah.
Then you won't have a problem. People who are in the modern military have a real problem with it. Because they're doing it on the balls of their feet.
That is my habit.
So, to the right face, you take your right foot, you step it back just a little bit. You're going to lift your toes, and you're going to turn to the right. So, to the right, face. 1, 2. And there is a pause there, there's a count there. Excellent. To the right, face. 1, 2. To the right, face. 1, 2. Now look down. You can see you're doing it right because your left heel is digging into the ground. So you always know if somebody's doing their facings right because when they leave, you can look down at them and there'll be a hole where their left heel was.
Okay.
Yeah. To the right, face. 1, 2. Cool. Now the left, you're going to take your foot is going to come up a little bit, and you're going to do that.
Left foot's always stationary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Left foot
That never moves. It's always
left
right
here.
foot.
So, one more time. To the left. Actually, watch my feet. To the left. Face. 1, 2. Not quite. So let's just do the step. To the left. Do not actually turn. Just make the step. To the left. Face. You want it back a little bit and more on your instep. There you go. But angled out, like, yeah, there you go. And people are differently built, so if you end up with your foot in a slightly different spot than where mine is, that's fine, just as long as you can make the turn. And it looks more or less the same.
Or the term differentially enabled.
Yeah. And then,
18th century political correctness.
yeah, right. So step here, and then we're just spinning on your heels.
Do that. Differentially enabled.
To the left. Face. 1, 2. Try not, you don't need to whip around.
Yeah.
It's, okay? Yeah, you're better off the slower you go. To the left. Face. 1, 2. To the left. Face. 1, 2. To the left. Face. Excellent. Okay. Now, the hard one. To the right about face. To the right about face, you're going to bring this foot back, but you're going to give yourself a little bit more space. So to the right about face, 1, 2. Your right hand comes up to your cartridge box and kind of pushes it back behind you and holds on to it. The reason for this is as you turn, this is going to want to do this. And if you're not turning at the exact same moment as somebody else, your cartridge box is going to get hung up on somebody.
Okay.
So,
And then everybody goes.
it's totally fun. So
Give me time. I'll give.
Yeah. Just watch this time. To the right about, face. 1, 2. 1, 2. Just like that. So the motion is the same, it's just you're going all the way around. And you add in this step here. So one more time. To the right about, face. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now, the other difference is on the right about, once you come around, you'll notice that this foot is on the instep. There's another motion of putting this foot back.
Okay.
And that's when you drop your hand also. So, you're right about, watch this one. You're right about, face, 1, 2. Okay. Good. To the right about, face, 1, 2. Remember, put your hand back, or your heel back. There you go.
I'll say you.
To the right about, face. 1, 2. Don't forget to adjust your foot again. This is the only facing where you adjust your foot.
Permission to start a new divot.
Yeah. Permission granted. Shit. Wow. Nicely done. You're right about, face. 1, 2. Excellent. We're getting there. The one thing you want to try to avoid is the shuffle. You don't want to do this. You want to avoid that as much as possible. If that's what it takes at the beginning to get you there, that's okay, but you don't want to get in the habit. So one more time. To the right about, face. 1, 2. 1. Okay. Don't forget to readjust your foot. There you go. Oh, I know. Oh, they'll be fine.
We'll hook something up together.
The girl inside.
Let me see. Right about face. 1, 2. I think I know what the problem is. You're stepping too far.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Your instinct is want to take a bigger step. You really don't. You really want it to be almost the same as
No, you come into the bathroom. There's like a little bit of space, but not much.
No. And then all you've done, there it is. Put your hand all the way around.
Cabin.
Why would you offer me to go behind the
And don't forget, once you're back
body behind the cat?
bring it to correct this. Yep. So one more time. To the right about. Nope. Don't. To the right about. Face.
Take me to the left.
Why do you need
There it is. Now remember to adjust your right foot.